one of the biggest challenges, I think, was probably on the weeks that we had Indigenous style content, and kind of being afraid that you might get asked questions about that when you're just learning like everybody else. You know, as a Torres Strait Islander, you don't really necessarily know what Mabo was about, and that's really your opportunity to learn as well. So it's more, I think, just understanding that you're a student, you're turning up to class, you're trying to learn, and that it's not discrimination per se, but just that when academics look towards you for the answers, that you don't necessarily have those yet.
When it always came to Indigenous issues, it was always expected that the Indigenous person would be the expert on all of the Indigenous issues. And I think that was a bit, now when I look back on it, I think that was a bit unfair. I think they should have actually did their own research about it, should have found out, you know, reasons why it's important to teach, to think, to understand Indigenous ways of being and systems of knowledge. But often it's always up to the Aboriginal person to be the expert on all of that stuff. I guess feelings of uncomfortability, feelings of disappointment, feelings of not being safe, because if you're subjected to answering a question that's expected for the tutor or the person in charge to answer that question, then you're put in a position of a position of unsafeness, I would say. You're unsafe.
I wouldn't be asking Aboriginal students what they think about all of the Aboriginal issues that you're talking about and things like that. But also getting to know students is really important, because once they feel comfortable in terms of being able to come to you, or you know, they feel like you understand where they're coming from, then they'll feel more comfortable participating in class, and that sort of confidence in the classroom then in turn turns you into a more competent person generally and more comfortable in the law school.